Yo, yo. Looks like we're live.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka Drop. Pretty guys on the episode about Pokemon Scarlet. Buzz baby, it is time to climb up the very large stairs and head to the school. Super duper epic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of our Bug Only Nuzlocke. Always a good time, man. I love it. I love doing these. It's so fun for me. So thank you guys. Hit that like button if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And this is our first appearance with Team Star. Real quick though, big shout out to all the A-Drive Army Plus members at adrivelive.com. You can actually go to adrivelive.com, make an account for free and enter our massive giveaway. If you become a Plus member, you actually get early access to these episodes. You have 5 times the chance to win our incredible prize. Nintendo Switch OLED copy of Scarlet and Violet, a prototype booster box for My Game Electro. Only 50 of them actually exist in the world, so you would have one of 50. This is awesome. Our Kickstarter is going on right now at Kickstarter for Electro. And you get a $100 credit to my shirt store.
I just want to check the audio, make sure that you guys can hear.
Very, very awesome. This is the last video I'm going to mention this, so I'm going to say thank you, but this is the last time I'm going to mention the giveaway, so make sure you guys go to adrivelive.com and sign up today. Don't miss it. Let's get it. Don't you get it? If you join Team Stars, you can shine as bright as anybody. Oh, yeah. And this is, I forget their names, but we'll find out in a second. What's with you? Don't you want to burn bright like awesome friends like us? Not really. Look, we got a quota we're supposed to.
I mean, I think it sounds pretty good. It's a little scuffed, but it's like what you would be listening to if you were here. It's like you're in the room with us, or me.
If you're here to sign up, we'll get you next. We nearly got this one in the bag.
So
we're Team Star.
we'll get it started here in a second.
But you knew that, right? I did know that. You know exactly who you're messing with. You're still coming at us with that attitude. You're scary, kid. If you join Team Star, you'd be looking down from the top in no time. Can't we just let this slide in honor of the team on the line? So you've got no real choice with the battle, yeah? That's true. You keep on watching the little eyes over there. I'll make sure this fresh-faced nobody.
All right. I got this big microphone in my way. Is it too loud?
In the UK. That's so sad. It's fucked up, man. Fighting age men. Yep.
Watching Country Karen.
Even though Russians look like Europeans, they are not Europeans. They are completely different. Cultural sense, they have a different attitude towards violence and death.
Nicht vergessen, dass auch wenn Russen europäisch aussehen, dass es keine Europäer sind, im kulturellen Sinne, einen anderen Bezug zu Gewalt haben, einen anderen Bezug zu Tod haben.
Whatever that means.
I think
the Bronx, 77-year-old woman was robbed for her purse and ended up being thrown to the floor. The purse had $125 in it. The 77-year-old was treated for injuries. Protect our elderly at all costs.
Alright, so what we're going to have to do, I think we're going to have to turn up the pace. I think we're gonna have to turn up the heat, turn up the pace. I think we're gonna have plenty of time to explore like afterwards, but it's taking. I think personally, it's taking a little too long. Trying to get like every single exploration, like that shit's gonna be like, I don't know. I can't even remember what we did yesterday. We beat that Team Star guy. This is our next area. So I guess we can go out and explore. This is where we're gonna make our way. We're gonna have to cross this bridge. Oh, that's cool. See, like, now there's like actual trails. Like before, like, bro, like there was no trails. There's no trails. That's all just like random. And then maybe we finally get some trails. Yesterday it was helping me out a lot. Like, so, you know, I think it lags the game down when we have multiple things streaming. It lags it on the stream. Cause yesterday when I don't have the TV going, it plays it like nice. So that trail. All right. So let's just follow this trail to the next fucking oh, it's East Province, Area 1. So we got to remember that the first Pokemon we encounter, we get to keep and play with. But I was just saying, I think we're gonna have to fucking kick up the pace a little bit.
For no fucking reason at all. They didn't even do nothing to them. That's funny, he's a lefty. Maybe niggas should be put on the... In all honesty, I don't ever believe real change becomes a century until minorities start purging white people's savagery. What? Bitch? And white people. Yeah, we're free. It's time to end white people's rights to vote. Eat my ass 33, guys. These are all doxes, too. Not doxes, but hey, be here to message any of these people. Have fun with that. Chicago Public School. Thank you to everyone who's made it possible, returning Black Latin back to the school, youngest learners, disabilities, and our parents. Oh, nothing about white people at all. They don't get nothing. That was interesting, isn't it?
The koala one?
I think I need to adjust this.
I want this one.
There we go. Now... We started burning black people in our fires in the UK on the 5th of November.
Ah. God damn.
Another one.
Why isn't his eyes closed? Like, what the fuck? Bro.
Persecuted. What'd that say? Every white guy on Twitter that acts like anti-white racism is in any way a problem.
Dude.
Worth caring about, or tries to claim white people are somehow being persecuted, brings me to just a little inch closer to the position that white genocide isn't such a bad idea. A little light with the side of genocide. Yo, balloon. Elon Musk is taking over Twitter. Let me tweet my mind. Fuck white people. Allowed to, right? September 2020. December 2020.
Bro.
It's like they were all killed, like they were all paid to say this around the same time, too. These were all recorded around the same time. Or maybe the video was made around that time. More. Sorry, guys, more. There's more.
What should we name this guy? Angus.
I love you. You had a dream of fostering kittens? Oh boy. Thermal drone from Fox News team in Eagle, Texas, shows a large group of migrants crossing illegally onto private property early this morning. Per CBP Choice source, there have been over 1,400 illegal crossings in the last 24 hours and 69,000 since October 1st. What do you want to see? Positive stuff? We can go see positive things. I mean, we can. I mean, for sure.
Did you know that women leave men 80%?
The Reformation was a reformation of Christianity. What they wanted to do was to reform and return it into being a Jewish religion, because that's what it originally was. And then when this Jewish cult came to Europe, it changed dramatically, and Europeans incorporated a lot of pagan stuff into their version of Christianity. So Catholicism is like 90% pagan symbols, pagan saints, pagan high festivals, pagan songs, and so forth.
Free Bard. He's let go, isn't he out? Isn't he free right now? Or is he still? If you want to save Europe, then work to save our culture or heritage, not some immigrant desert cult created to destroy us. to vote harder, Goyim. You gotta vote harder, Goyim. Look at that little thing. Wow. Look at, there's Joe Biden and there's Trump in there. Look at that. Oh, that's ugly. It's ugly. I wish it was just. Okay, I could see. Yeah. More Varg. Let me see. I can just look up Varg.
I'm going to talk about that. The ultimate. How alternative is it really? Let's find out. As you probably know by now, Trump was
5-minute video.
outside movement as almost like the savior of the new messiah. Have you seen, the government cabal Trump has made? He has picked the most rotten bankers you could possibly find, really. I'm pretty sure you would be hard-pressed to find a banker that is more rotten than the ones he has picked for his government. So, there you go. The alt-right movement was pushing
Oh shit.
a fiction, a false hope. They were setting us out on a wild goose chase. Because that's what this is. They are presenting to us some alternatives and that they tell us, oh, this is going to solve it. This is a real alternative. When in fact, it is not. The only alternative that the alt-right movement seems to be pushing is an alternative route to our own destruction. If we follow their advice, we're going to get fucked. Anyway, as you will see with Trump. The problem is that there really is no alternative. We are not going to find a political solution. Because the problem is not
the background music he
in that
made?
sense. The problem is that the modern society is destroying everything. They're destroying us, they're destroying our societies, they're destroying nature, they're destroying our ability to uphold sustainable human life. So, if you find an alternative to keep this machinery going, then that's not an alternative. That's just an alternative route to our own destruction.
For example, revolution caused by modern agriculture will in itself destroy our ability to feed ourselves. When we run out of crude oil, we run out of not only the energy we need, but also the raw material we need to uphold this modern civilization. Is this fucking guy almost a liberal? I know, that's what I'm saying. We'll never run out. I knew people that worked at fucking in North Dakota.
I don't think that all the people in the alt-right movement are aware of this. And I don't think they are bad people. I just think they have been duped. I think that the alt-right movement was created as controlled opposition. And it attracted a lot of good people. But it's controlled opposition. It's they're sending us out on a wild goose chase. They're sending us out to support the different rotten to the core politicians who we have to leave alternative. Well, there's more clear war pollution.
Oh, nice.
Now, ever before in our recorded history. Of course, we might have known a period with
one's called Bark Talks About Christianity. Oh, kitten. I guess we're gonna have to play Short Dick Men again. Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick man. Nothing wrong with a little penis, but it better work right. No dick, whiskey dick. Meow.
Even worse conditions, but it's just on the records that pretenders by anyway. Like in the library of Alexandria.
Yep, we're just passing talking.
Or Protestants or Christians.
Teeny weeny, shriveled little, teeny weeny, extra belly button.
Destroyed the culture. They ruined the culture.
What? You're the one running your mouth, motherfucker.
Includes the European culture.
Won't you prove it?
Asian culture. American culture.
Won't you prove it, Deeper Vendetta?
They want to replace our culture with Americanization, with with Judo-Christian cultures.
The Judo-Christian culture. They want to replace what we had.
Christianity is the root to all problems in the modern world.
Root. Not the branches, not the leaves, not the bark, not any of that. Not even the trunk. The root.
It's hard to know what to do to oppose something. Because dissident voices are not tolerated in contemporary society. Everybody can relate to Odin and Thor and Freya in Norway. Because it's our religion. We are not Christian. Christianity is a Jewish religion. Christianity was originally a Jewish sect. Baptism is all about a symbolic ritual murder of the non-Jewish, of the Gentile. But they murdered the Gentile child. And then they call the Jewish name they're supposed to replace the pagan soul. Originally, the place was an old pagan holy site. It was top of a hill where our forefathers used to celebrate the sun. What the Christians did was to move this church from another place and put it not close to this holy site, but on top of it, in the midst of the circle, actually breaking up the circle. And on the pagan hope, they put a big stone cross.
Totally taking your dump all over ancient tradition.
So, if they have no respect for the Norwegian culture, why on earth should Norwegians respect their culture?
Varg's a nice, he's a good guy, he's smart, and we all think these things in our heads. We just don't verbalize them. That's all. We don't. Well, what else we got here going now? Run to the hills. Run! It's not Kitten's fault she lives in America. Oh, thank you. Freaking chilly in here, man. What the hell? It's cold back here. I think it's it's got not a good insulation in this
Balloon. FBI rated DreamlandResort.com owner with no knock warrant in Vegas.
Oh no.
Karen killer. Young guys don't get head. Your old kitten. Find it, fix it. You got a heating system. RUNIG or RUN. computer how electricity is produced?
Well, we do. We don't need heat right now, but we're not having anything running because the AC is still turned on. But it's cooler in this room than it is in the rest of the house, just from, you know, it being, keeping the warm heat in. I don't know. Plus,
Find it, fix it.
Tile floor here.
R-Unic or R-U-N. That's a troll.
What?
Find it, fix it. Small room. Find it, fix it. Oh yeah, you definitely need a rug in there with insulation.
We've got wood floors in the other part of the house. Wooden floors. So. Yep. So, make it look cool in here. Do we play a game? Do we play Family Feud? What was it? Jeopardy?
Unic or R-U-N. My computer heats this room if the door is closed.
Your computer? Well, shit, mine should be heating this whole damn house. That's the thing.
Find it, fix it. They should have a Jeopardy version of what's going on right now in the world.
They probably do, but I gotta download it or...
Underscore hidden underscore. LOL, I knew someone that used to mine for Bitcoin or whatever and used that to heat their room.
Hell yeah. You knew somebody that would do that? That guy that was like this fucking billionaire dude.
Karen Killer. LOL, I knew
He
someone
lived in
that
a
used to
treehouse.
mine for Bitcoin or whatever and used that to heat their room.
Come on. Really now? Really, bro? That's what we're gonna do? Hmm?
Underscore hidden underscore. Yeah, she was in my guild. Underscore hidden underscore. Karen Killer, are you sweet on me?
Are you sweet on me? It's getting chillier and chillier. I just can't even the other one. What's that?
Hi friends. I use my dryer to heat the house, my nigger he knows. Karen Killer. Yeah, I bricked up.
The dryer? I used to use, in my small apartment,
Underscore.
I used to use
Let's go.
a little tiny, my oven in my kitchen. Everything was little, so it didn't take much.
Yovis Balloon. Florida, by the way.
Why? It was cold. It's not easy. And the only way that I can describe it to you is that it's like when you are all curled up in a nice warm blanket and your alarm clock's going off and it's fucking freezing cold winter out, but you've got your heat on and it's still cold though, getting out and going like that. And that's how our bodies feel in the cold. And go. I'm just being honest. That's how it goes. We're not used to the cold. Now, you can make fun all you want. But I'd like to see any of you Yankee Northern motherfuckers. Okay, you don't even have to be motherfuckers. Alright? We'll just be nice. We'll be nice.
R-Unic or R-U-N. I have a separate AC unit for my computer in the summer.
Listen to me. Can you survive a Florida summer? If you can fucking survive a Florida summer.
Some more coffee.
Underscore kitten underscore. I die in the heat.
I'm telling you.
Underscore kitten underscore. LMAO.
It's a killer. There's many people overheat when they come down here on vacation.
Underscore kitten underscore. I thrive in -20. Karen Killer. Go back to the content. Hi friends. No way to Monkey Brothers.
This is content. We're talking, bro. We're talking about things in the world.
Yovis Balloon.
We have interesting
You jumped in
things
the
to
pool,
talk about.
spoiled bitch.
What? I did not jump in the pool. I would not jump in the pool. Are you out of your mind? Oh, no. I will have a cup of hot tea.
Sorry, we're being nice.
How about a cup of hot tea?
Underscore kitten underscore. A big reason I'm moving is because the summers here get hot and muggy. Underscore kitten underscore. Hate it?
Okay.
Doug Magic Magnificent. Take off the bra, let's see the nipples hard from the cold.
Whoa!
Karen Killer. That's because faggots are jerking their dicks.
Apparently. Jeez. I didn't ask for that one. That just came out of nowhere.
Find it, fix it. Bree and Tessie.
Are these jerking their dicks? I don't think they are.
Underscore kitten underscore. Now a dry heat can be very nice. Or kitten underscore. I hope to live in a desert one day.
What is it?
Underscore kitten underscore.
What's the one place?
LMAO.
It's called,
Underscore kitten underscore. Desert. Underscore kitten underscore. Which is it?
Oh, no.
Karen Killer. Dumb bitch. Underscore kitten underscore.
I know.
Living in a desert would be nice too. R-Unic or R-U-N. It's not the heat, it's the humidity and the flying nigger mosquitoes.
I don't know.
Kitten underscore.
Really.
I'm retarded nigga, keep up LMAO.
I don't know what else to watch.
Death Valley is great, LOL.
I don't know what else to watch. And it's actually desert,
Hi friends.
D-E-S-E-R.
Real estate was cheap as fuck in Florida before air conditioners were invented.
Yeah. But that's not the case now, is it? Look. Let's see if it pronounces it different.
We gotta get that Thunderstone. I'm tired of
Free Karen. Desert.
I don't want to find it in the water.
Desert. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, kitten, but
Underscore kitten underscore. Desert.
There you go.
Let's watch some Charlie Manson.
We got Charlie Brown.
Find it, fix it. 2SS. Underscore kitten underscore. I'm a proud Jimbo. Underscore kitten underscore. LOL.
American Republic is dying and killing themselves.
R-Unic R-U-N. I grew up in Southern California.
You ought to really care once the U.S. collapses.
No pedos.
Australian ship, so why would you
We all rely on the American dollar. Oh, sorry. There's a... No, not Australian ship.
it's a bit early.
Might actually get rid of the fucking cards. So, yeah, let's
Morning, Bush.
Like a steel clap. Like a steel clap. I think it sounded like it. Quick, someone mention the Jews so I can fucking steel clap like a fucking retard. Be like, oh yeah. What do you think about the Jews, Andrew? What do you think about them? I hope they all die. If the Holocaust wasn't,
What are they talking about?
if the Holocaust wasn't real, it should have been, and that's about that.
You're such a lefty.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm such a lefty. Yeah, that's such a lefty. Yeah.
I already have a pretty exclusive phone case.
LOL.
But damn, I
That's
was
a group
hoping
chat. There's
fucking...
15 participants.
Damn.
That's on Telegram. If anybody wants to go in there and ever debate these fucking, there's some shit skins to argue with, and mostly it's white people.
English blokes up.
Couple of Australians though. It's called Just for Debate. Just for Debate. There's about, I don't know, 16,000 or some 6,000 maybe people in there. But there's always like a couple of at least 10 people talking that you can talk to people, you know. You got that chatty Cathy fucking thing like I do. I don't really go in there though. I mostly just listen. It's actually a lot better than fucking podcasts, to be honest. I like to listen to people talking like that. It makes me feel like it's more real.
Find it, fix it. You can't see Merry Christmas no more. You're right. I'm going to say it every day.
Oh my God, this ain't the 90s. We've already been past that. Fucking people are beyond fucking even caring about it being Merry Christmas, you know. Just like we're gonna get over the word nigger one day. Everybody's gonna be able to say it. Now everybody can say Merry Christmas. Nobody gets mad. Nobody's like, I'm a Muslim, thank you very much. People just like to. I think people are okay now. Back to like saying it's okay to say Merry Christmas. I haven't felt like there was a problem about it in a while.
Underscore. Yeah, I should scream me gaming Karen killer.
You should. Why don't you, kitten? Guys, if you haven't pushed the follow button,
Merry nigger.
then you'll get a notification whenever I go live. I need to wash my hands. Excuse me. They feel grimy after I broke up that crap.
Until you have 3 gym badges. Alright. I should have looked that up.
55498, Section 8 anal housing. Before Vendiva, I don't hang around non-Christian and non-white.
We're about to get it anyways.
55498, Section 8 anal housing. And on 9455498, Section 8 anal housing. And on 9455498, Section 8 anal housing.
What does it even mean, man?
And on 9455498,
Don't do that to yourself. I guess you just want to spam, huh? That's breaking TOS.
Section 8 anal housing.
Breaking TOS, bro.
Find it, fix it. But saying that word is a bad word. It's like saying fuck you.
No spamming.
What will we call them then? Find it, fix it. People don't know the difference between a nigger and a black person. Are you nigger, are you nigger?
Everybody push saves in.
And on 9455498 is not breaking TOS. Country Karen, nigger. Country Karen, nigger. Country Karen,
Fuck it.
nigger. Country Karen, nigger. Country Karen, nigger. Stop underscore crying. We'll call them niggers. Aceman 2022. Country Karen, nigger. Underscore kitten underscore, nigger.
Do that too.
Doug Magic Magnificent. My PP does O / not me. Country Karen.
I just figured that out.
2022. Nigger.
I actually tried to read that before it came up on the thing.
Nigger. Aceman 2022. Nigger.
There.
Aceman 2022. Nigger.
Nigger.
Side spookers. Nigger. Aceman 2022. Nigger. Novus Balloon. We love nigger here. Country Karen. Nigger. 6-eyed spookers. Nigger.
We just have this on until fucking Jesse Peterson starts.
6-eyed spookers. Nigger. 6-eyed spookers. Nigger.
Yeah, this should charge me.
Real nigger hours. Find it, fix it. Indiana Jones 5 coming. Balloon. Nick.
Fuck, there's a hair.
2022. Nick.
Come on, bro.
Hi friends. It's kind of weird how the text-to-speech says the username after every comment.
I know. I could take it off, but I don't ever look, so I'd like to know who's saying things. Alright, well, more shit-skin bullshit. India, an Austrian woman was thrown out by a bull. An elderly woman came to help her. I don't really watch shit-skin bullshit. Fort Worth police were involved in a shooting regarding an armed individual. This video provides information about the critical police incident. Yikes.
After Williams fired shots from inside the store, he walked out of the front door while firing his gun at cars that were driving out of the east
Soprano?
and the officers that were directing the cars.
I need to go back to sleep. Take a nap. What I need to do. Stop crying. What's up?
Multiple officers simultaneously recognized the deadly threat Williams posed to the citizens and the officers at the East Drive, and they returned fire to stop the threat.
Ooh, I like these dragon tamers. They're my favorite. The dragon tamers in the mall.
Sorry.
They did a good job with them.
Man. Hey, what if one of those bullets hits the fucking gas can? Like there's something in there. Huh? What would happen? Stop getting up at 1 a.m. I know. It's like 2 a.m. is what it was. Can't help it. I do sometimes. I tried to go to bed a little later than I should. I mean, that I have been. That way I wouldn't wake up so early, but I just get so sleepy. And I have no control over it. I just want to go to bed. What happened here? I thought I freaking put this thing up more, unless this is down. Smoke. I'm gonna go get some tea, some hot tea. I gotta get up and go do that. Something that isn't just a minute long. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Dear South Africans,
we had a home invasion. Dear South Africans, 24 days ago, we had a home invasion. My fiancé was murdered, and I was wounded 6 times.
Fuck, dude, this is sad. This is probably real as
so
fuck.
So what I'm feeling right now, this country is going to shit. Now my question is when will South Africans start standing up when we have minimum of 2 people dying per hour that is being murdered and nothing is being done to protect our South Africans? My fiancé was extremely brave and he had protected me with his life. And my question to you is, when does the crime affect your household? When does it
people only start to care when it comes knocking on their door.
And why are we not taking action to start putting an end to this crime?
Oh? Massive evolving?
Now it's all great that you watch the good feel stuff on TikTok and Facebook and all of that, but guys, it's time for a reality check. Regardless of what you do, if criminals want in, they will get in. Regardless of the measures that you put in to protect yourself and your household, it's still not enough. And the sad reality of this is why are we living in cages while our criminals are running around, killing, murdering, stealing, raping, and we all just accepting it? I would like to have people start sharing the news.
This is South Africa.
24 days, not a local newspaper has put anything in on this murder. How many other crimes are we not hearing of?
She looks like my sister-in-law.
How anyone deals with the situation. As the services, the trauma services that they give you, do not phone back. You cannot get a hold of people to talk to. And you're what? Left without a partner of 8 years, building a future. We have almost nothing of extraordinary value. And a life was taken for who knows what reason.
Keshna Phoenix. That's her TikTok. Keshna Phoenix. Holy crap. lots of stuff on here. Anti-fascist, self-style, fucking Turk Rose, Pike Nigger, Hassan Pike Nigger. Can't truly be anti-fascist, because fascists are themselves socialists. Likewise, fascists can't be truly anti-communist because they themselves are in favor of communist economics. This is like Stalin ice-picking Trotsky over some autistic minute-to-a. You're so Hassan Pike Nigger. Hassan Pike Nigger. I'm anti-fascist guy. Whoa. What happened here? What can he gonna do? Hey. What? What just happened? That's bullshit.
Big city, we made it.
I got all kinds of shit on here, yeah? Here's my concert.
So before we get there, we're gonna have to go down here. And then we're gonna have to go back up.
This was a Stevie Nicks concert. There's something positive.
So this
I went and seen the
1.
Queen. She's probably a libtard, but whatever.
So is this considered area 1 too?
Who am I to keep you?
It's so weird that it doesn't have us do the fire one first. Oh, just Julie Peterson.
So many people out there. Place is jam-packed. It was so much fun. She's a Vax retard, is it? It was cool to see her live, you know, growing up on this music and hearing her sing it in front of me, knowing that she's like there and she's...
Okay, so it does go 6 and 7. So this one will be after this. We're gonna do this bitch, and then we're gonna do this bitch. I don't know how some of these motherfuckers are almost done with Pokemon already. I was like, they're like beat it. And in the end, I don't know. I don't think they explored as much as us though.
What? Sorry. You prayed that prayer to him, he would give you the kingdom. Why? Because he's not going to hear that.
So, you mean God doesn't answer prayers?
Not that one.
I'm boggled. Why? I'm just like, I'm stunned by your answer.
Because it's a dumb prayer. It's not real.
Oh.
It's a prayer of, I don't know, it's a prayer of desperation, a prayer of depression. I don't know what it is.
All prayers of desperation only go to the devil.
I got a whiz.
No. Then why would you pray?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't pray at all.
Not like that.
Okay, so I'm praying negatively?
Yes.
What's a positive way to pray? Or should I not pray at all?
You should pray, but not like that. And the positive way of doing it, have you apologized to your son for putting his personal business out there like that?
No, I haven't, because he's given me the silent treatment.
He should never speak to you again until you apologize. You're his father. He came to you in confidence, and like a woman, you spread the rumor just like that. He never expected that from his father. He would expect that from his mother, but not from his father. And you're not, what it is, your eyes are on him, but you're not learning anything about yourself. You panic That's what people with fear do. And in your panic, which is the state of the devil, you put the boy's business out there. The devil gave you the wrong response. And you haven't even apologized to him for that. Why should he talk to you ever again?
But how can I apologize if he get the top 4 ways of, you know, he's using the top 4 ways of giving me the silent treatment?
So you can't text him or anything?
I can text him.
Well, why haven't you texted him with an apology?
Instead of in person.
He's not going to meet with you in person.
That's true.
So why?
So okay.
Your eyes are on him, but not you. You need to be looking at you, man. He is not the problem. You're the problem. And he should never talk to you again until you apologize. And you should only apologize when you see that you're really wrong for doing that. You're his father, and you're helping to embarrass him. Stuff he can't handle life anyway.
Yeah.
The father made it worse. It would be like you going to God in prayer, and God put your business out there. It's not about him, it's about you.
Okay, so I say, dear son, I apologize.
You don't know how to apologize when you're wrong?
I don't apologize very often, so I don't have a lot of experience.
No wonder.
Just say sorry.
I mean, like, what is a proper way to say? I mean, dear son, I'm sorry that I confided into the 5 family members by text that you were feeling suicidal. I apologize for my actions and
no, Mama,
what a beta.
You say I was wrong for doing that, and I'm sorry.
Yep. I was wrong for doing it, and I'm sorry for texting.
You don't have to get into you don't have to get into all the details.
Okay.
Do you see that you were wrong for doing that?
I kind of do, kind of don't.
Well, you can't apologize if you don't see that you were wrong. All you're doing is looking at his action toward you, and you're not looking at what you have done. And if you can't see yourself, how are you going to help him?
Okay, I think, when I...
Answer that question.
Sorry, what's that?
If you can't see that you're wrong, how will you ever help him?
Yeah.
Okay, so I betrayed a confidence.
If you can't see that you're wrong, how will you ever help him?
You don't have to be always 100%.
If you can't see that you're wrong, how will you ever help him?
Okay.
If you can't see that you're wrong, how will you ever help him?
Okay, so I have to see that.
If you can't see that you're wrong, how will you ever help him?
That's a hard one to answer.
Why is that so hard?
If I can't see that I'm wrong, how will I ever help him? Okay, so I have to admit I'm wrong to move forward and avoid this silent treatment for over a month now.
And you shouldn't move forward. You shouldn't see that you're wrong because of the silent treatment. You should see that you were wrong because you were wrong. And you owe him an apology. You put that man's business in the street. The father did. Not the mother, not the grandma, not the aunt. All these women you said hanging around.
Yeah.
You did it. He came to you with trust, looking for some answers. And you gave him problems.
I guess maybe I should have, instead when he texted me, I guess I should have phoned him immediately, trying to get a hold of him.
But do you see you were wrong for doing that?
Okay. Yeah, because he's super ashamed that now that the family knows that he's suicidal. Right. Was suicidal.
But do you see he came to you private and you put it out in the street?
That's true, but I didn't...
Why is it hard to face that?
Well, because people don't...
Why is it hard for you to face that?
Why is it so hard for me to...
face that you were wrong?
Because I was trying to save my son's life.
No, you weren't. You were trying to help you destroy your son. Because you were trying to save him, you wanted to put his business out there in the street and gave him extra stuff where the devil can play on his mind. You weren't trying to save him, you were trying to destroy him.
I'm not going to be able to beat that. That was level 37.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Yes, you did. It wasn't an accident.
It's not a normal
situation. You did accident, write up a text, and spread it to 12 people.
No,
that
5
wasn't
people.
5 people. That wasn't an accident. you're in denial that you were wrong. And your son should not have anything to do with you. Once you see your enemy, be done with your enemy. You are his enemy.
I was wrong. I apologize. Love that. I guess that's proper
let's
text.
go. Fucking dolphin Pokemon?
Once I admit
what?
that I was wrong.
This is the first time ever.
It would be like you going to your father because you know you can't trust your mother, you know you can't trust the women around you, and you tell him your private stuff you're dealing with, and he run around and tell everybody. How would you like that?
Yeah, but I got a question.
Would you like, no.
Wait.
Would you like that?
Would I like what?
If your father did that to you.
No, I guess I wouldn't.
So why would you do it to your son?
No way.
But I never thought of it that way.
That's the problem.
Because I never thought if I did
because
that to my dad.
You're not looking at you, you're looking at him. You're never going to get right until you look at you.
Oh, okay. But it's...
ain't no but. Now you listen to the devil. Once you see the answer, don't listen to the next conversation from the devil. The devil doesn't want you to see you. He is controlling you.
It's tough dealing with a suicidal situation.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, not regarding me, but regarding my son.
You're making up excuses right now, Satan.
Okay.
All you need to do is see that you were wrong so you can apologize to your son.
Oops.
Don't let the devil give you other answers and excuses.
So take responsibility for this particular action.
Yeah, you're trying to blame him, but you're not looking at how you are.
Okay. Interesting way of looking at it.
It's the right way to look at it. You're his father. Just think about that. Your son came to you with a private matter, and you spread it. And he was already thinking of suicide, so he's already in trouble. You made it worse by adding to it. His father did that to him, not the mother, not the aunt.
East Province Area 1. East Province Area 2.
Oh, wow. Ooh. You're making me think.
You need to stay with it so you can see. And don't let the devil take you away from seeing what you.
Okay. I guess I gotta text my son saying this. Okay. It's weird. It's a very abnormal situation.
It's not abnormal at all. It's abnormal that you did that to him because the way of the devil is abnormal. The way of God is normal.
But what do you think of the silent treatment?
No, don't worry about that. He should never speak to you again until you're truly sorry. Because you do it to him again. You can't trust your enemy.
He thinks I'm the enemy.
You're the enemy.
I was just a concerned
You're
dad.
the enemy. No, you aren't. You're operating for the devil. He tried to destroy your son. And then you made up a lie. I'm trying to help him. You're not trying to help him by putting his business in the street.
But teenagers are irrational.
Stay with him. You're 90 years old and you're irrational.
I know I'm older.
So, right. So you're judging him, but you're not looking at you. Let's not go round and about. Stay there, see yourself, and apologize to your son. And stop listening to the devil.
Okay. I guess because I talked to you, I wouldn't.
No, stay there in that spot and watch yourself. You're wrong.
Okay.
It's not about him at all.
Thanks for your feedback.
All right.
And your wisdom.
Amazing. So, amazing, huh?
Hey, so was that technically Area 2, the dolphin first encounter, so technically I can use it.
How many people still get angry at times?
That's dope. I didn't even realize it was Area 2. Honestly, I wouldn't have gone in there.
Nice.
Shit.
Okay. Interesting. Do you see that you're evil?
would disagree.
Why don't you see that you're evil?
Well, I don't identify with the part of me, I guess, anymore that I would otherwise consider evil.
Why don't you see that you're evil?
I don't think I'm evil.
But you are.
But I'm not.
No, 1% you are.
Well, that's your opinion.
Okay. Do you see that you're evil?
I do.
I'm sorry?
I do too.
In what way? Oh, well, hold that thought. I'll come back. Okay. Right here. Do you see that you're evil?
Yeah.
You do see it?
Yeah.
Okay. How about here? Do you see you're evil?
Oh, yeah.
You do see it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Shit.
How about here? Yeah.
No. I see that I used to be evil.
But you don't see that you still are evil?
No.
And why don't you see it?
I haven't had any anger or any emotions or feelings that I had when I see that I used to be evil.
So you truly believe that you're not evil?
Presently, no.
Amazing. Interesting, right? Well, the young lady here.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to just ask one more person, then we get back to what you see. All right. The young man way in the back. Do you see you're evil?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll start with you. Well, let me ask Doug, because he gave an interesting answer already. You see you're evil?
It's one of those, oh man. I can see what you're saying, but it's very hard to want to look at yourself as evil.
Why?
I mean, I just don't want to think of myself as evil. And I can see what you're saying. It is all ego. But I don't know. I guess I'm still attached to that part of my ego.
And you don't want to see that you're evil. What would happen if you saw that you were evil?
I would be free, really. But
how do you know?
Everything else I've seen about myself has freed me up.
So you believe that if you saw that you were evil, you would be free, but yet you don't want to see it?
I don't know if I don't want to
Give
see
me a
it.
cup
I
of
just
coffee.
hate to see myself as.
So what else?
This is a tough one. I had to think about this one. I don't know how to really answer it.
Okay.
It's on one hand, I see what you're saying. On the other hand, part of me doesn't want to see it.
So there are two hands?
Yeah.
He
gave me two hands.
Amazing. Frankie, do you see you're evil?
Absolutely.
And what's evil about you? What is it that you see that is evil about you?
Other than wanting my own way, be prideful and arrogant. You know, I see that.
About yourself?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I know something and I don't know anything, and it's totally evil. I want my will, to be God's will.
And so what is it about you that you see that you're evil?
What is it about me?
This is just a fellowship. Ain't nobody being punished, all right? It's not a right or wrong. It's a sin. Okay.
I think I still I don't stay in the moment. I still go unconscious. I still lose control. I still deal with all the stuff that I dealt with, I guess, before I started waking up and before I started taking Christianity seriously. Before I started waking up and taking Christianity seriously, I still deal with all that stuff. I think I just know how to better deal with it, but I wouldn't say that I'm there, wherever there is.
Okay. Amazing. Did you have your hand? Okay. What do you see evil about you? You're 12, right?
Yeah.
What do you see evil about you?
Oh no, I'm 11.
You're 11, okay.
I still get mad.
You still get mad?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't believe how you're growing up right before my eyes. What the? Wow. Okay. Nice. And how about you?
I would say I'm still imposing.
Imposing?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me an example?
So as the man back there was talking about his son, I was thinking, like, my daughter wanted to wear sandals here, okay? And I thought, oh, I should ask Jessie this. So she wanted to wear sandals, but, like, she had painted toenails, you know, and when they get all chippy, they look ugly. And...
Were you going to be wearing the toenails?
No, I'm not.
So,
but I said, oh, you know what? You should wear tennis shoes, you know, or just wear something that covers your. I said, and I told her, I said, you know, when you have nail polish like that, it doesn't look good, so you should take it off or paint them again or whatever. So I was thinking, I'm still imposing like that. Like, who cares what other people think, right?
That's right.
But at the same time, I think, like, shouldn't I be guiding her to tell her, hey, you know, you should want to look, you know what I mean? Like, there's people that don't tell their kids just looks like they didn't brush their hair, or, you know what I mean? So it's like, at what point am I over, you know? Cause
at 11 years old, you should be the example. If you want to go out looking nice with her looking bad, she'll see how you look. At 11, she'll start to examine herself. And there's nothing wrong with making suggestions,
right,
but don't impose. So let's say she said, no, I want to wear the open-toe shoes. And you're like, all right, fine. And she'll learn one way or another that she needs to do it differently. And it won't be a trauma then. It won't be your will imposed on her. But you set the example. It's like what we were saying to the young man about his son. He should be what he wanted his son to become, but he's not that, so he's not an example. And kids live by the way we are, not what we say.
Right.
Light. So you're the light for your daughter.
So I should mention it, but just not.
Right. That's okay.
I just feel like today, so, I mean,
your toes look awful, but if you want to wear them, wear them.
Right.
You know what I mean? At 11 years old.
I just see, like, it, you know, like all these kids wear these pajama pants. And I'm like...
But she doesn't have on pajamas.
No, I know, but she's mentioned, like, oh, I want some. You know, and I understand when you're young and you see all these other people do that, you want to do it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right. But just say no pajamas.
Right.
They're made for bed.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? But don't get angry at her, don't impose, just say no to them. There's something you say no. But at 11, she... You're imposing.
Yeah, I thought about it out, and I was like, okay, that was, you know... Oh, I hate her. I see.
You see that dark impression on her. It's the spirit of it, not inhale.
So that's why those that I see that I'm evil.
All right. What do you see evil about yourself?
I can definitely relate to what she was saying as well, so I would say some of that, not opposing. And wanting it the way that I want it. And being too
This one's
headstrong.
cool, but it's just a
you
fight.
back off now when you see it.
Yeah. Especially with Anthony.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it real quick.
Nice.
Not smothering him.
Yeah. The young man way back. What do you see evil about yourself? Did you say you do or you don't?
I said I do.
Oh, okay.
I guess sometimes living in fear of failure.
or fear of not measuring up, and trying to
measure up to what?
Trying to impress your superiors, you know, like at work, or worrying about what they think instead of, you know, instead of what God thinks.
Right. Well, you're not worried about what God thinks. You don't even know what He thinks.
It's a fairy steel. Right? This was the first two.
So interesting. When you say fear of failure, failure at what?
At your job, or you know, maybe not accomplishing as much as you're capable of doing.
Oh, okay. Amazing. So you fear that you won't be able to do the job right or complete the job?
Maybe fear of not living up to the superior's expectations, even though you're working hard and you know you're doing everything you can. It's never enough. You're always still going to get beat up, and you kind of get that thought in your head that you know you're not doing enough.
How do you know what his expectations are?
Just in interaction with him.
He tell you what he expects,
yeah,
and you're not able to do it.
Well, sometimes there are different factors that are out of your control that will arise, and you gotta do the best you can with them. But there are challenges or impediments.
So why do you fear something that's out of control? You can't do anything about it.
Right. Yeah. That's where the evil is. Right.
Yeah. Amazing. I was watching this Jeffrey Dahmer movie last night. Jeffrey Dahmer in his own words, something like that. I just had to be flippant, and I found it. And I realized every human being on earth is Jeffrey Dahmer. There's not one that's not Jeffrey Dahmer. Anyone that has given it his thought, period, is a Jeffrey Dahmer. Is it Dahmer? Yeah. Anyone that's given it his thought, anyone that has had emotions and are having emotions, you're Jeffrey Dahmer.
999 gimme gold coins.
Anyone that
we definitely do not have that.
Worry.
So it's still
anyone that
not worth
compares
it.
himself to anyone else is a Jeffrey Dahmer. And you don't like to think of yourself that way because Jeffrey Dahmer killed folks, right? And ate them up. But you could do the same thing.
You don't have that armor yet either.
So what?
The name Jeffrey Dahmer, though, is over and above to label your actions or your thoughts as Jeffrey Dahmer.
But I'm talking about his actions.
Yeah,
what he did. Anyone in this room is a Jeffrey Dahmer.
But not a Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what I'm saying. That is not a role model.
Jeffrey himself, right?
No, I'm just saying. I've done the thoughts of this, of that, but I've never eaten people, and I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer.
That don't mean you wouldn't.
I'm sorry? No, it doesn't. Maybe not today,
right.
But I'm just saying.
Right,
I would never label somebody a Jeffrey Dahmer.
You would never label.
Label.
But Jeffrey Dahmer is a name.
But his actions were ugly.
Anyone that live in a thought, believe a thought, your actions are evil.
Yes,
you are a Jeffrey Dahmer. You're not like Jeffrey. You're not, I'm not sure if you're like not separate the name from the spirit. I'm just speaking his name because I saw the documentary.
Right.
But anyone that, I understand why God said now that anyone that has anger is a murderer. Is a murderer. And you'll say, oh no, I would never eat a dead body. Yes, you would. You're lying to yourself when you say you wouldn't.
I would.
I don't know, I guess.
You would do it.
There's a message in there
Anyone
somewhere.
that would put his son's business or his friend's business or daughter or husband or wife in the street is a Jeffrey Dahmer. That's a Jeffrey Dahmer right there. Because he is killing the soul of his son. Jeff? Yes, sir. No, go ahead.
Well, just two quick things. Yeah, it's kind of like when you say how
Black Lives Matter is worse than the KKK.
Yeah.
Just because maybe they're not physically killing people or physically hanging them like the reports say, they're killing the soul and the spirit of people.
That's right. And we are a soul. We're not a body. We are a spirit. We're not a body. And anytime you do that, you are Jeffrey Dahmer. And any other mass murder out there. But you, the thing to tell you, oh no, you're not as bad as Jeffrey. You're not as bad as the drag queen. Look at the drag queen. You're the same. The same. You just don't want to see it because the devil doesn't want you to see it. This woman sat with him and asked him what happened. He said he didn't know. He said one day a thought just told him to do it. And he started out lightweight as a kid, right? A younger person. And he didn't know. He just couldn't control it. A thought came one day. And they were asking, well, did your mother or your father, were you molested or anything as a child? No, I wasn't. It's just a thought came one day and I believed it. And I could not stop believing it. And he never imagined that it would get to eating bodies. But every little thing he did gave a certain excitement, a reaction that made him want more. And made him want more. And made him want more. Isn't that amazing? If you see your life, you'll see you the same way. You're the same. But you'll say, no, it's not that bad. I beat my child. That's not that bad. At least I didn't kill the child. Yes, you did. You're killing the child's soul. But the devil wouldn't want you to see that. And Jeffrey talked about, so he said, nothing happened. That, his father and mother, nobody did anything to make him be that way. But a thought came one day. One time he just had a thought. And then he said, so they finally went for the first time and questioned the parents. Well, Jeffrey said nothing happened. Y'all didn't do anything to him. And why do you think this happened? And the parents like, I don't know. That boy crazy. Right? But then when they went further into the investigation, they saw that the mother, even when she was pregnant with Jeffrey, she was angry. She was on medication. She was in a mess. And when Jeffrey was born, she didn't want to touch him. She didn't want anybody to touch him, and she rarely touched him. And so the mother and the father finally broke up because the mother was so crazy, right? But then the father was really weak. Real nice man. He didn't correct the woman. He didn't protect her. For a while he tried, but he couldn't protect Jeffrey from the mother. And then Jeffrey went to, I think I may have this off a little bit, but he went to experts. And you know what the expert offered him? Medication. Medication. And in the meantime, the devil working him. Thought, and the thoughts grew, and the thoughts grew, and the thoughts grew. Every human being is a Jeffrey Dahmer. Now you say you're not, but you are. Because the devil doesn't want you to see that. You are possessed. We are possessed with spirits of the devil. And he causes us to do and feel things that we would never bring upon ourselves. But instead of seeing that it's the devil that you're possessed, like the devil said, I just on one hand want to, the other hand don't. You just don't want to accept, but unless you accept it, how would you be free from it? Unless you see it, how would you become free of the devil? How can God take the spirit of the devil away from you if you can't see that that's what it is? You don't want to see it. He's not going to take you to say away from you that you don't want him to take away. Because God would never impose on you. He just let you eat bodies. He'll let you enjoy him. Because he's not like you. He's not going to impose his will. Isn't that amazing? You are evil. You are possessed. We are possessed. In the imagination and the physical body. We are possessed. And that's what drives us to do it. But it sounds like us, it walks like us, it talks like us, it feels like it's us. And then we have the experts telling us that it's us. And we believe liars because the experts are possessed as well. They are of the devil. They don't know it. Won't face it because they don't know themselves. I know a lot of you raised your hand, you got a lot of things to say, and I do, it's a fellowship. So let me start here first, and then I go around the room. Yeah, let's you young lady had a question first. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was you. You had a question first. Sorry.
So I just wanted to, I mean, it really puts in perspective that no man is good except God alone, Jesus quote. But also it's funny when you hear people talk about Jeffrey Dahmer or like people like that, like, oh, he can kill a body and be emotionless and have no feelings towards it. But the irony is, in order to get to that place, you actually were the most emotional by believing the thoughts, believing the feelings, believing these things, even to get to that place.
Yeah.
So
the first thought of the devil, he got you. Jeffrey, I think he said he used to kill animals first. It started out with an animal, but it seems like, you know what, Jeffrey, that ain't enough. That thrill is gone. You need more thrill. And then once he started killing human beings, he had to cut them up. And that wasn't enough. And so he would put them in the refrigerator, and he would do this and that too. And that wasn't enough. Then finally said, you know what, let's see what that thigh bone tastes like. That dark meat or the white meat. He's like, yeah, that thigh looks pretty good. It's all depending on what kind of meat. I like dark meat. White meat sounds tastes dry. But, and he found himself sitting there cooking it, cutting it up, cooking it, oh, frying it up, however you cook it, and sat at the table, cut it up like a ham, like a piece of steak, put it in his mouth. So good. But he admitted something was driving him to do it. It was, he wanted to stop, and he could not. Just like every human being in this room and around the world. That's what Paul was talking about when he said, the things I want to do, I don't. I can't. The things I don't want to do, I do. I realize it's not me, it's the Spirit that made it home. Until you come to that realization, then ain't no telling what you would do. Every human being that has anger is evil, and they lie about it. They protect the devil thinking they're protecting themselves. Yeah.
Just in closing, kind of like when you talk about, when you say one, you know, there's something that's missing, or when you say that we're all trying to fill some sort of void, right? Of like, and he, in an interview, would say he ate them because he wanted them to be close.
Yeah.
And he would always talk about like, why are you leaving me? Why are you leaving me?
Yeah.
That stemmed back to when his father would leave, when he was fight with his mother, and he would always say, why you know, don't leave.
And his mother left him too, because his mother never had anything to do with it.
Right. And in that state of missing something and trying to fill the void, him doing that is no different than us getting married, trying to fill the void, have children trying to fill the void, all these different things. So it is very similar in, yeah, like you said, we all are.
The devil said, you know what? What's missing? You didn't have a good family. Get married and make a family. Then you'll be fine. And then you get married and start a family. All hell breaks loose. You're like, what the? It's not the problem. It doesn't solve the problem. It's only add to the problem. Now you're beating up on your wife, or she's beating up on you, or you beat up on the children. But the devil told you, you need a family, or you need a certain type of job, or you need certain types of friends, or you need this or that. He's lying to you. But you don't know it's the devil because you think he's you. Because you don't know yourself. What a mess, huh? Right there, yeah.
I was just going to ask right now what's the documentary.
I'm sorry?
Is it on Netflix?
What?
Where's the documentary on?
Oh. What? Biography? It's on like one of those.
Hulu? Netflix?
I didn't see it on Netflix. I just had to be slipping down to the lower channels, like 200 or something. And I was just slipping.
I was on TV.
And they were, yeah, it was on regular TV. But a cable network company. And so, but it is on Netflix, right?
And what's the whole name of the
Is it right?
documentary?
Netflix. Well, this thing where Jeffrey, in his own words, he actually sitting there talking about it and being really honest about how it happened.
Sounds interesting.
The what?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. It's very interesting because it's everything that every human being has to go through. And I've never seen anyone be that honest about it. He just didn't know. But it was all a thought. It started with a thought. And he didn't realize that he was traumatized in his mother's womb.
And it's under Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. I think in his own words. I think that's the title of it. I think it was on a channel called Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi channel.
Okay.
Whatever that was. You heard of that channel before? Look on that channel. I think it was there. Jeffrey Dahmer's in his own words. It was so interesting. I know, huh? It sounds like doing it. Yeah. Right here.
I've been practicing a lot what you mentioned a few weeks ago about staying conscious.
Yeah, keeping your mind where your body is.
And it's interesting, and you said when you wake up, have a look around, feel your feet touch the ground, and I've been doing that, and the thoughts are just everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because the thoughts have always been there, but now I'm aware that they're there.
Right on.
So the fact that everything you're saying about everybody was Jeffrey Dahmer, I agree, because I think it could be interpreted, well, you're not eating a human being, but you could if you would, if you believe the thought.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not eating a human being, but you're abusing your kids, you're
it's the same
neglecting. Yeah, it's the same spirit. So I just wanted to comment. It's interesting. The consciousness is strong.
Even when you judge yourself and others in your imagination, you're Jeffrey Dahmer. Even when you call yourself good or evil, you're Jeffrey Dahmer. When you take responsibility for those actions, then I'll get to that in a minute. That's a good question. But I'll get to that in a minute. But absolutely. I have another assignment I'm going to give out today to add to it, to build on what you're already doing. One thing I noticed about the thoughts give you ideas, and it tell you, start
Cars, the Pokemon.
A supermarket.
That's so
make
funny.
a suggestion. You should start a supermarket. And
No.
then you're like, okay, what should I do? And you go back to the thought, and it gives you the answer to how to get it going, and the answers are wrong. And then the reason the answer is wrong because the ideas are wrong. The idea of doing it, suggesting or even doing it was wrong. But when you walk in the light and just let life happen, you can't go wrong. You start a business, you're going to see it through, and it wouldn't be a struggle. But if it's an idea that come out of the darkness of your imagination, you're not going to make it. Isn't that amazing? It's something else to know yourself. Yes, Frankie. It really, I'm telling you, to know yourself, run deeper than what you can even. When I say all thoughts are all lies all the time, I didn't even know the depth of how they went until I started dealing with the ego thing. Until that started to fall away. Yeah.
Yeah, I also saw the documentary, and he seemed like just kind of a regular guy. And they asked him about his life, and he was really lonely. And so with some of the things he was trying to do is try to keep a family together. And so that's why he would have, severed heads in his refrigerator so he could see them. Because he wanted love.
What he was really yearning for was the love of a father.
And so he had that
things were
hunger.
telling him it was like he needs a good meal.
Well, that part comes from the anger, the hatred. They've even had chimpanzees who are vegetarians. When they go to take over, they actually kill their opponents and eat them. It's out of the anger. And so that's where that comes from.
The nature of the devil.
Also to fulfill
when
the
God
inside.
said, don't trust an angry person, he wasn't playing. Look what the father doing to the son. The father is angry, and he's destroying his son and blaming it on the son. He's not saying, you know what? I was wrong. My son came to me with an issue, and he was already suicidal thoughts. Just imagine that. He's already suicidal thoughts, about to jump off a bridge. He called for help from his father. Dad, I'm about to jump off the bridge. I'm having suicide. Oh, okay, son. And tell everybody about it. And now the devil says, see, now everybody knows your business. How you going to handle that? When they see you, they're going to be thinking that you're suicidal. You'll be embarrassed. You're going to be worried. That's the devil. That's evil. And instead of the father looking at what he has done, he feels that, oh, that's so immature. He may not ever speak to me again. He shouldn't speak to me again. I would advise him not to speak to you again. And to stay as far away from you as possible. But wish you well. Don't be angry at you because you couldn't help it. I would tell him that. Yeah.
I just lost my thought.
Yeah. 2 minute thought.
Yeah.
Stay present when you speak.
Get back to me.
Because you're talking out of your head. That's why you have so many thoughts. Now they're gone.
You're confusing me.
Blame it on me. Blame it on somebody else. The devil just told him, no, it's Jesse. We'll come back to you with it. You trying to pull it up hard. Ask the devil, Daddy, what was I saying? James have coming from online.
Yeah, this is from YouTube. Sing Pray Love asks, when someone yells at you or attacks you with words, do you just stop and observe and not respond like Christ? Lord, if I ever needed you?
Absolutely. When someone yelling at you or lying on you or trying to hurt you, period, that's just the devil, right? And so you need to just be quiet and take it and watch what's happening inside of you, and you will overcome. Because the only reason that someone can hurt you with words or yelling at you is that you're part of the devil. You're an emotional person. You're living in the darkness of your imagination. So definitely let it happen. And if you're feeling angry about it or afraid, fearful or whatever, don't blame the person. It's the devil in you. You're connected with him. And that's why you're feeling that way. So they're really doing you a favor when they bring up whatever's in you. They're doing you a favor. In their mind, they think they're hurting you because the devil loves to hurt the devil, right? But they're really doing you a favor if you're on that path of overcoming. Because you're just going to see what's in there. And you see the devil at work. But don't take responsibility for the devil's work. Just see it. All right? Yes, sir.
It's interesting that you said that because I was thinking something
One last
similar.
thing. Hold on to your thoughts. Anyone that gets shy, you know how you get shy, you feel embarrassed. If I said come up on the stage and talk, and right away the devil said, no, how you going to look? That's the devil. You're worshiping the devil. You're evil. That's not a normal state of being. I want to take those little cutesy things because the devil makes you think the cutesy things are you, and they're not. Oh, that's so normal to be shy. It's not normal. There's no shyness in God. It's nothing but love. Yeah.
I was saying, I think it's interesting that you mentioned this today because I was thinking something similar the other day.
Fuck, I gotta piss
Just trying to kind of be out of my thoughts, doing the assignment, right? And so...
Keep your body with your mind. Your mind with your body.
Yeah.
Present with your body.
And in that, I kind of realized the same thing you just said, that people are capable of literally anything.
Anything. Anything. Evil is capable of anything.
And it is because they're, and I realize about me, I'm in my thoughts for whatever amount of time, and anything can happen in that time. Someone cuts you off, you get in a wreck. I mean, people get in a wreck and fight, you know? There's a man that went into Target and had a knife and stabbed a little kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if people are, when you're in those thoughts, anything's possible.
Yeah. It is, anything is possible. Never say you won't eat a dead body. You will. You will eat a dead body. You may have already eaten it, don't know it at some of these cafes, right? But you would eat a dead body. You would kill it, you would gut it, you would clean it, and you would eat it. Just the thought of saying
This is
that you
funny.
won't is the devil telling you that you won't.
Just it's the thought in your
Those
head
thoughts are
saying
not
you
coming
won't.
from you, they're not coming
Is
from
the
God.
devil saying? That's crazy.
All thoughts are from the devil. Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
One thing about him in the interview, he said that once he got started doing that, he could not do it. He tried to stop, but the urge inside of him kept him going after people because of the hunger and the anger. And so he tried to stop several times.
The thrill of it.
And yeah, so he couldn't stop. And it reminds me of myself sometimes, smoking or drinking. Once you get started,
You smoke pot?
No, I don't smoke pot. It's not my thing.
Oh, you said smoking, you smoke cigarette?
Well, a cigar.
Oh, your name
Smoke
Rush
cigar.
Limbaugh or something?
What's that?
Is your name Rush Limbaugh? Is it Rush Limbaugh say he smokes cigar? Yeah.
So
may his soul rest in peace. I miss him.
So that thing that inside of me that can't help it is the same thing inside of him that can't help it. And literally, look what he was doing. He couldn't even smell the smell in his place because of the thing that was driving him inside.
Yeah. And so for you at 11 years old, just know that anger is not you, right? And so don't resent yourself for it. Don't just notice it. And you'll grow up and you'll become wiser. Things will be clearer for you. You'll be free. Just know it's not you. That's not me. And you'll be fine. Don't ever identify anger as you. And even emotional stuff. If someone can make you cry or make you mad or make you happy or make you sad, don't identify with that as you. And you'll be fine. That make sense? Yeah. Nice. So next time your mother tells you, you can't wear no overcoat shoes. Don't get mad. Well, if you get mad, know it's not you. All right? Yes.
Going back a little bit, do you believe, I mean, based on what you're saying, do you believe that Paul was evil?
I believe that the spirit that was driving Paul was evil, yes.
Okay. Because I mean,
and the same spirit that's driving you to deny is evil.
Maybe.
No, not maybe.
Maybe.
It is, but
You don't get to put that thought in my head. No one gets to put that thought in my head. But
what does that mean? Put it in your head.
You playing the devil right now, trying to tell me what I am. I'm only one that gets to determine what thoughts I hold on to.
What?
I can identify with whatever thoughts you're saying right now, or I can choose not to. Right? I don't have to identify.
What you're talking about right now.
Well, you could tell me I'm evil, but I don't have. You're allowed to do that, but I don't have to identify with that.
I don't know what you mean right now.
I'm pretty clear. If you're saying, like, right between you and I right now, we're having a conversation, and I'm evil. That's what's getting you to deny it.
Are you the one that made it through without being evil?
I never said I was not evil. I never claimed that once.
What are you talking about then?
My initial answer was that I may have been evil in the past, but I don't identify with evil now. I wouldn't claim to be evil now.
And why do you say you're not evil now?
I would say because I'm working to stay on the straight and narrow path. I'm on the path, and from what I would consider, I'm all in. I'm on the path. I'm doing what I can to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling,
What does that mean, fear and trembling?
You got to work out your own salvation. You could sit here and tell me everything I need to know, but I can't learn from what you say. I have to learn.
What does that mean, fear and trembling?
You never heard that Bible verse, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling?
What does it mean, fear and trembling?
Fear and trembling? Fear is, fear is all the things we've talked about. Doubt, worry, anger, but when we move through that, right, God calls on us to work through those issues.
What does it mean, fear and trembling?
I just said what it means. Do you want me to define trembling as well?
Yeah.
It's when the body quakes, shakes, moves, sometimes without explanation. Oh. Like when people go to forgive their mother and they're shaking in their boots. That's trembling.
Right. I don't want to convince you to see that you are evil.
I'm not.
So if you don't want to see it, I totally understand it. So no argument here.
Yeah, I'm just saying you could think I'm evil.
If you want to believe that, go with it. I don't, because if I convince you that you are, which you are, but if I convince you that you are,
that's your opinion.
Then,
you can have that opinion if you want to worship the devil.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna.
Hold on. I'm telling you now. If you want to, if I convince you that you're evil and you don't see it for yourself, then you will know it. So don't let me. You're right. Don't let me convince you at all. Just stay where you are with it. You're right about that.
Okay, I'm just saying, the labels. I can't take on the labels someone else has. I understand.
Let me talk to her.
Okay.
Give the mic to her. Yes.
I have a question. So you say that we are all evil, right? But you also say that of ourselves we can do nothing and of ourselves we know nothing.
Yes.
So is it that we are evil or is it the spirit in us that's evil?
Yes, it's the spirit in us.
So if we are...
But, and just to ride along with, don't forget the next thought. But every human being have identified with that as them.
Right.
And that's why they're believing it and acting out. So go ahead.
But if we are becoming aware of the spirit and we are having consciousness behind the choices that we make and not believing the thoughts, then we aren't evil anymore.
And that's what you're going to see as you wake up to it.
Right.
You're going to realize it was never you. You were never guilty of anything. You've never done anything wrong, but it was this thing driving you. And so once you start seeing that, you stop taking credit for it, and then you shall overcome it. Meaning that you would no longer identify with it, which would prevent you from judging yourself. Because when people do wrong, the first thing they say, oh, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did it, or somebody made me do it. You identify with it, but when you truly see it, you will no longer identify with it, and that's when you'll be free.
So when you say that all of us are Jeffrey Dahmer, what you're saying is that, if I'm trying to understand,
yeah, take your time.
Is that when we're in the fallen state and we don't see, then we have the capabilities to go that far.
Absolutely.
But because we have awareness now of the evil spirit in us, we can move through it.
You got the light now is shining on this thing, and the light gives you the strength to move through it. As you said, absolutely. But the hardest thing in the world for a human being to realize, men and women, boys and girls, is to admit they're evil. They're protected. Because it looks embarrassing to say I'm evil, or what would they think of me if I said I'm evil, right? And the hell with what someone thinks of you or what they say. You're fighting for your life.
Is it because identifying with being evil or the idea of thinking that you're evil is an identity of how I could never be evil? Right. So that's just another part of your ego and your identity.
Absolutely. Okay. That's deep. Amazing. Yes, ma'am. That's in your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're giving in to the devil.
Yes.
Okay, so...
And you're taking responsibility for it. It's weird. You give it in to the devil, and then you take responsibility by feeling guilty, by blaming others, by trying to hurt others, and all kind of stuff.
So I understand that, but if you're trying to work through that as an individual and not listening to the messages or the devil, then are you really evil? Because you're overcoming, or you're trying to overcome that.
That's a beautiful question. Once you truly see it, you're going to see that you're not evil, but this thing in you is what is evil, and it's not even in you at all. The real you, the way out up there, real you, is really in here and in here. And the world protect the emotions. They push it. They tell you to live in your intellect. The intellect is evil. The intellect is of the devil. It brings on all this fake, these illusions, right?
But yeah, and it's just like Manson, okay?
Yeah.
Because you could put any name on it.
Any name on it.
You could put Weinstein.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can go on and on and
Same
on.
spirit.
Okay.
The same spirit that causes a mother to yell at her child is Manson or Jeffrey. The same spirit that caused a husband to yell at his wife, or the wife to yell at her husband, it's the same spirit. The same spirit that caused friends to treat each other, or co-workers, or whomever, it's the same spirit as Jeffrey and Manson, or whomever.
Yeah.
It's the same
So if
spirit.
we're working through that, then there is a fine line there to say we could be evil, but maybe at this moment of time or not.
Repeat that.
If we're working through feeling the devil or having, the devil pull our strings, so to speak, we're working through that, then at this time, at that moment, we're not evil.
Once you can see it clearly, the separation will happen. You will see that it's not you. And so when the devil comes to tempt you again, you would know that that's the devil. And that's what I'm going to give you this assignment at the end here to do it. What to do about it. Absolutely. No, hold on. You know how at work said that you were going to, like sometimes people get on your nerves or something, I forgot exactly, and you're going to take a walk? Don't take the walk. Sit there and feel the pain. Relax,
I try to do that.
Relax in the ego. Because the devil wants you to take the walk so he can stay with you.
No, the devil wants me to tell him off.
Right, tell him off or whatever.
And that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
That's what
he wants the devil fighting with the devil. But if the people are making you feel a certain way, sit through it. Don't deny what you're feeling. Watch it and sit through it. All the way through it, as the young lady said. All the way through it. And no one can ever make you feel that way again. Because it's not you that's feeling that way.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And it's working. It's just biting holes in my tongue.
You're right.
You know?
But the devil wants you to scream out. He wants you to attack. He wants you to blame them. But it's just the devil in them that's with the devil in you. And they haven't identified with the devil. And you have until you realize that's
well, I
not
just
me.
keep telling myself every problem begins with me and ends with me, and that's it. And then I just
right on. Stay with it. Stay with it. See it all the way through, as the young lady said. Go all the way through it. Don't run from it. Because it's no one else's fault that you feel the way you feel. Yeah. They got problems. That's why they're trying to hurt you.
Yep.
Okay. They're of the devil as well. Okay. That's why Christ said, forgive them. They know not what they do. They truly can't see what they're doing. And the devil would tell them, oh, that's love. You're being this. You're just doing this. They still listen to the devil, not realizing it. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Very amazing. Okay. Yes, Dave. Did I get everybody hands so far? Okay.
Another super chat from YouTube. The Shoon asks, generous super chat. Jesse, is passion for anything a false feeling?
Yes. It's false. It's all ego. God is dispassionate. Someone was telling me just yesterday that I'm working hard to try to be somebody. I'm like, what are you trying to be? I'm looking for my purpose. You know, I'm trying to do it this way and that way, looking for my purpose, right? I'm like, that's not the way you find it. And you ain't gonna never be somebody trying to work at being somebody. Can you imagine that? How do you be somebody if you gain the whole world? You still ain't nobody. You just a person with a little money. And everybody want to be your friend because they want the money, not because they like you. Have you noticed that people want to be your friend when you're famous, when you have money? Not because they care about you, they want glory for themselves. Isn't that a mess? So don't be puffed up when people like you because you're popular. But, no, passion, your gift, and believe me, I know now that I didn't know before, every human being is put on this earth for a higher purpose. More than just a job, more than just a mother or a father, more than just children, more than just your job, more than just your house. You're pushing for a major purpose, but you won't let it find you. You let the devil give you the idea of what that purpose is, and then you start working for it, and it never works. Your purpose would naturally find you. And you will find yourself doing it without any passion or anything. You just naturally do it. This same person asked me, when you do your work, don't you feel passionate about it? I'm like, no. But if I did, I'll watch it, and I won't see it as a good thing. Well, how about when you help people on your show? I feel the same way about the people that get the help on the show than I feel about those who are not getting the help on the show. I watch the feeling that comes, and they both are imposters. If someone called me, oh, Jesse, I went and forgave my mama, and I can now see, hallelujah. I watch the feeling that you do. I take credit for that. And if I feel a ting of good about it, I'm taking credit for it. Now, I know it's not me, because all help comes from God. It's not me at all, right? Or if someone called me names on the radio, I watch and see what I feel about that. And I know that's not me. And I just watch it and take no credit for it. It's so... I'm telling you are smarter than anybody on earth. You just got to calm down and go through it so you can start to see. Yeah.
It's almost like we're a puppet, and the thoughts is. Or purpose or what I want to feel.
Yeah.
And I try to go into that in the moment, and the fear. Like, and it's immediately like there's this big wall that comes up.
Yeah.
So I think it's.
Watch that stuff, man. That's the devil. The devil does not want any light in you at all. He wants you to identify with him and make you think that is you. He is wicked. The mind is wicked. What do you think about all this? I just want to tell you, you guys are young.
I don't really think of anything. I just take it all in and try to do what you say.
Nice. So have you been trying to keep your mind with your body?
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it? I totally understand it. And why don't you like it?
There's nothing to do.
Yeah. That's how grown-ups feel too. That's why they won't keep their mind. This other people tell me, saying, I can't, it's like nothing to do. Should I be doing something? Well, what do you do when you have your mind with your body? There's nothing to do. I'm like, do nothing. Do what's in front of you. Go to work. Stay with the prayer. Pay your bills. Have some dinner. Do nothing. It's fine. God got you. So I totally understand it. Yeah.
I was thinking, I was trying to do a bit more this week, and the whole, Manny was saying about waking up in the morning, and, you know, I always used to kind of jump out the bed real quick and then do the silent prayer, whereas this week I've really just been sort of laying there and taking a minute, looking at the ceiling, looking around, rather than jumping straight up.
Yeah.
And also that I feel like there's more at the moment.
Yes.
Chilling. I almost feel a little bit bad because I feel like I should be doing something else, like cleaning or cooking or something.
When you're out and about, moving about in your mind and with your body, it's the highest form of prayer, because the devil he can't deal with you when you in the present. You know, he can't distract you and give you an illusion. This is so deep, but yet so simple, but yet so deep, and yet so plain, and yet so everything. It is life itself. God didn't put us on this earth. The beauty about all, it's been done. The battle has been won. There's no battle for us to fight. Christ won the battle. When he said it was done, this is what he was talking about. He just got to be struggling and trying to hurt one another and trying to hurt ourselves, our children, and hurt our enemies. If you don't love it, you love not. He is love, and we should love everybody. They know not what they do. And love just doesn't mean don't hate them. You know what I mean? It's so powerful, and I hate using the word powerful. It's meaning that it's so true. It's the Spirit of God. It's so loving. Yeah.
Oh, last question. Is there a difference between, like, you know, we should love all and, you know, love our enemies, etc. But is there a difference between, like, not particularly liking certain people to
loving people.
Like is a made-up word. I don't love you, but I like you.
No, but like, you know, there's certain people you enjoy the company, you like hanging out with, you like spending time with, and there's other people just rub you the wrong way naturally. They're just annoying.
Well, if they rub you the wrong way, it's because you have the problem. It's not them. They have their problems too. Mm-hmm. But if you're in the present, you cannot be rubbed the wrong way.
But you don't agree to think that there's certain people that are just kind of more your people, right? People you just, personality-wise, you just kind of get along better with.
People that you want to hang out with, and those that you don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Absolutely. But don't judge them. You can see that they got a spirit, something wrong with them, right? But if they're moving you, there's something wrong with you. They're awakening something that you need to see about yourself. But still doesn't mean you got to hang out with them.
Okay, that's what I mean. Okay.
Just see what's going on, but you ain't got to hang out with them.
Okay.
Don't have them over dinner, don't play with them.
Okay.
But just don't resent them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
I love how you say play with people. That's so funny. As adults, can we play together? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I noticed another thing too. What Satan will do is he'll have you setting up your world so that you don't get a chance to see the light. So why don't you go and get this peach cobbler later so you can have a nice night? Why don't you go get some drinks so you can set up? Why don't you finish all your work early so you can go and hang out and watch TV on the couch all night? So you're constantly like setting up these barriers where you feel comfortable for your entire life and you never let the light get in.
Absolutely. Keep you asleep. God said eat and drink in remembrance. He wants you to stay awake while you eat and drink. But the devil wants you to have more and more habits perfect so you can go to sleep. Oh, this food is so good. And now you forgot all about God. God who? Absolutely. What do you think about all this? Is this your first time here? Oh, okay. Any question about what you're hearing or any comment?
No, I'm finding it all interesting and I'm, learning.
Are you staying with the silent prayer?
I haven't started it yet. No.
Oh, you haven't even started it?
No.
And why not?
I guess maybe the devil's told me not.
Yeah. The devil will let you hoop and holler.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he will encourage you. Oh, Lord, bring my son back to me. Or, the devil loves that. He'll let you do that, but he will not let you be still. He's always trying to distract you. Amazing, huh?
Too much in my thoughts.
Yeah. And they are not even your thoughts, but I understand what you mean. It's really the devil's thought. We got to get to a point of no thought, only practical thoughts. Go to work, do your job, learn a job, but you're not living by it because at 5 o'clock, you put that aside and you go come back. Even then, you should not get so caught up that you totally forget. But you need the practical thoughts to do the physical things with. And that's about it. Amazing. Yeah. Then I want to get to the biblical question.
I just wanted to ask, what do you think about dreams? Like, are they just, for me, I know, like, when I dream something, I'll get up and then I'll just let it go now. But all my life, like, I've had, like, very interesting dreams. I had one about you recently. It was so funny.
You dream about me?
Yes.
That makes me nervous when women tell me they dream about me.
in the
Have a woman ever told you she dreamed about your neck? Yeah. Don't that make you nervous?
Every time.
Yeah. They even have pictures of Nick by their bedside. The anchor baby. You love it.
You're nervous.
You love that, huh? Yeah.
This dream was, I can see, like, when you were saying earlier about how you check to see how you feel when someone says, oh, I forgive my mother and you tell me, and you check how you feel about that, or if somebody's angry about that. And I totally agree and understand how it's not you, but it's God working through you. And the dream was kind of like that, because in the dream you were kind of like a father figure. There was a guy, and he was so fine, Jesse. And he was seducing.
That's me. In that case, you can keep on.
He was seducing me in the dream, and he was like, "Come," because it was.
I'm only the nice guy.
real life, like, I don't date. I'm single. I don't date. I don't do anything. I was just like, whatever. But in the dream, he was like trying to date me, and he was like, "Come go with me." And he was seducing me, and I could feel myself like, "Oh, you know how you feel when you get a crush." And you were there, and you was like, "Girl, you better be careful. You better watch out." It was like you were warning me. But I seen like when I woke up, like I vaguely remembered it, but I remembered that part, and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's not Jesse. It's like God working through him. It's like God telling you." But I was wondering, like, what do you think about dreams? Because in the past, a long, long time ago, I had a dream that I had like 3 dreams within a 3-week period that somebody was coming after me with a gun. And then in real life, my ex-boyfriend like came into my apartment and he held me hostage at gunpoint for like 3 hours, and he ended up hitting me in the head with the gun.
He hit you in the head with it?
He hit me in the head with the gun, and then he took the gun.
I'm playing.
What did you say?
When you say he hit you in the head, I said, that's even better.
No, he hit me in the head with the gun, and he seen what I could like see, like the evil in him. Like he was literally foaming at the mouth. Ultimately, when he hit me in the head, blood started pouring out all over the place. This is real life. This is real life. But I dreamed before this happened, within the same month, I had 3 dreams that somebody was coming after me with a gun. And then after he hit me in the head with the gun, he seen all the blood. He pointed the gun at his head, and he was like, "I'm going to kill myself." And I was like, "Please, please don't. I won't call the police."
I sent out 3, 4, 5 emails.
No, I didn't at all. I was like, just leave, just leave. I had to convince him to leave because I didn't want to see a dead body, even though I was bleeding. But what is that? Like, what do you...
I don't put much into dreams. I know that a lot of Christian people say that. God told me this, or I dreamed this and I dreamed that. God revealed to us, and the devil talked to us in our sleep.
Yeah.
And so you tend to go unconscious. And like with anything, if you believe the devil, then those things will happen. But it won't be good for you.
Yeah, I always wondered, like, why did I have those dreams and then that end up happening?
And if you don't understand it, though, don't make up something.
Yeah, just let it go.
Just let it go. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because God is always clear. He's never going to give you something that you got to think about. Well, what about this and what about that? He's always clear. The devil is not clear at all.
Yeah.
Never clear. Amazing. So, the biblical question is, are you responsible for your own life? Are you responsible for your own life? And Nick, you say?
Of course.
And how?
Because I do the things and I get the consequences, right?
Well, give me an example of what you mean.
Should I do an action, should I do a crime, then I get punished for it.
Okay. Well, you say yes, you're responsible.
Of course.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, I believe I'm responsible for my own life.
And how are you responsible for your own life?
Just because, I don't know, probably when it's all said and done, when it's over, then I'm going to have to deal with that, so, yeah, I'm responsible.
Okay. How about you, Doug? Since you don't know if you're evil or not.
I don't know if what?
Since you don't know if you're evil or not.
Just saying I don't see it yet.
Are you responsible for your own life?
I'm going to say no.
And why?
Because of myself, I can do nothing.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm not saying I see that. I'm just saying.
Are you just saying it?
Yeah.
But you don't really see that?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. One thing about the devil, and this is another part of the conversation I was having with this person yesterday, is the devil would let you hear the truth, and then when the conversation is over, he would talk about the truth to you in your imagination, and you would think that is you talking about the truth. Have you ever noticed that? It's like reading the Bible. He'll let you read the Bible, and then he'll just quote the Bible to you, and you think you know the Bible. So I told the person, when our conversation is over, don't keep having a conversation about it. Don't try to remember it. Don't talk about it in your head, because you're communicating with the devil. That's amazing. The devil is something else, huh? You have your hand? Okay.
Can I give a really good question?
Are you responsible for your own life?
Yeah.
So what now?
Yes.
And why do you say yes?
I have chores to do.
You what?
Could I have chores to do?
Because you chose it. You have choice to do. Oh, okay. Yeah. If I were you, I would do that. You are responsible for that. Practical things you're responsible for. Nice. How about you? Are you responsible for your own life?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. My thoughts tell me that I have purpose here, but then my thoughts are just my thoughts. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know we talked about this on Thursday, and I feel like God puts us here for a reason. And sometimes, obviously, we don't know that, or what our reasons are, or our purpose here in life is. But I feel like once we wake up, we should help others try to wake up. I mean, we're not here to, like, force it down their throats like other people do. But I feel like, you know, once we wake up, we should spread that. Yeah. You know, they say kindness is contagious.
How?
I don't. Maybe just not saying it, but showing it.
Showing it how?
Just, you know, like someone asked, or that question was asked, like if someone comes to you and they yell at you or they're cussing you out, like you don't react, and you just show that, and you're like, okay, cool, walk away, and that in itself is contagious, because then you're like, wait, what? So then that person doesn't know how to react. Yeah. So I don't know if we're responsible or not. Okay. I don't know.
How about you, right behind you? Are you responsible for your own life?
I was thinking about this question, try not to think about it too hard.
Right.
But I would say no. I've done better in my life recently as I've overcome and learned all these new things, after knowing that I'm not in control of a lot of things. Yeah. So I think that would be the best answer.
The answer is no?
Yeah, for me. That's what I believe.
Okay. Amazing. Yes, okay. Are you responsible for your own life?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, in knowing that I'm responsible for knowing that I'm not responsible.
Amazing. Interesting.
That's
right.
I'm bound to be right one of these days.
No, were you responsible with coming up with that answer?
Interesting. But you something else, Hussein.
But in the same way that when, kind of like what we were talking about earlier about being evil or not being evil or whatever, us thinking that the light of God changes us from being evil. It doesn't. It just shows us, the light is showing us that we are evil. And kind of similar to what Paul was saying, that once the hardest thing to change or whatever, but our physical body and what we've identified with so long, it's still evil. But the light of God is showing us that we're evil. So us admitting that we're Jeffrey Dahmer is being able to see it and admit that we are still evil, but the light is shining to show us that.
That's the whole purpose of salvation of the heart, right? Salvation is of the heart because you need the light, which is of God, to come and destroy the darkness. And the ego nature, the mind and emotions of darkness, and you don't have any way to destroy it because you can't do it yourself. But the light of God will do it for you. That's why salvation is of the heart. Amazing. So let me see the hands who believe that you are responsible for your life. Just those who believe you are responsible. And those who don't believe that you are responsible. Oh, okay. Why don't you believe that you're responsible for your own life? Well, first of all, you don't believe you're responsible for your own life?
No, I don't.
Why not?
What? I thought about it this week a little, and I thought we were. I was going to say yes up until we got here. But I think it's no. the main reason is, you know, even if I approach it from a like very masculine, like bootstraps, no one's gonna take care of your problems but you angle, I still recognize that the type of journey we're on is not physical, it's not material, so it's not something that I can change, right? I need to submit to overcome. I need to let go of this idea that I'm in control. Anything good I do for my life, that it's of me as opposed to of the spirit. That it's some challenge to overcome as opposed to a gift. So I didn't ask to be born. I'm here, right? We're all on our individual journey. But I don't think it's our responsibility, because if you do something bad, you're worshiping the devil. And if you do something good, hopefully you have eyes to see that you've been blessed in that moment, that the Spirit is working through you.
Okay. Amazing. You say you believe you are responsible?
Yeah.
And, let me ask Alexa first. Then I come back. I don't know if you believe you are or you're not.
I don't know, actually.
Oh, you
I'm
don't
not
know?
sure, but,
Oh, okay.
But the only thing that I can say is it feels like I have to be. But I'm not going to go with that, so I'm just going to go with I don't know.
Right. Amazing. Okay. So why do you feel that you are?
Because what I feel that I am. Because if I do something, I get the consequences for it. Let's say that.
Oh, okay. And so who is the you that think you're responsible for this other person?
Who's the me that thinks is responsible? Did I say I was responsible for someone else?
No. You said you're responsible for your life, right? Who is this person that think they're responsible for their life?
Me.
And who is you? You? They say, who is or are you? Is don't sound right. Who is you? Who are you that think you're responsible for your life?
I don't know.
You don't know? But so how do you know you're responsible then if you don't know who it is that's responsible for this life?
Don't know.
Did you say you were responsible? Or you didn't know?
I don't really know.
What did you say about it?
I don't think I am responsible.
And why not?
I just feel like how he mentioned, like you're like a puppet, so it's like you're a slave to one or the other.
Okay. So in order to believe that you're responsible for your life, you have to believe that there's a second person somewhere that's responsible for this thing. There is no you. So if there's no you, how can you be responsible for something? And point out to me where the you is that is responsible for this life, your life. You have to think, and you have to be divided to think that. Here's life, here's you.
Ooh, I like the music.
And you think you're responsible for this,
Big
right?
City.
In some kind of way, you have to separate yourself from this to think that there's a second person. And there is no second person. That's the devil. It's still the nature of the devil. So there is no you to be responsible for your life. In your mind, and that's what the devil does, because the devil is divided. He is always making you think there's day and there's night. There's young and there's old. There's new and there's old. There's right and there's wrong. That's a divided life. God is whole. He's one. He's not divided at all. And if you keep your mind where your body is, you would not be divided. You would be one. You would be whole. Christ came that we may be whole. Satan is divided. Whenever you think about the future of the past, you're divided. You think there's a yesterday and you think there's a tomorrow. When in reality, there is no yesterday and there is no tomorrow. It's an illusion. You want to be whole. That's why you want to stay in the present. Another reason to stay in the present. You don't want to live a divided life. Because you'll think you're good and you'll think you're bad. And if you think you're good, you got to think you're bad. But if you don't have an opinion about either one, you're just whole, you wouldn't be thinking either way. You just be. You just want to be. God breathed life into us and we became a living being. And he provided life and everything. That makes sense a little bit? So you got to come out of this imagination. It's all a setup. Stop putting titles to your vices or anything. Don't ever call yourself those things anymore. All it does is divide you. Because if you think you're alcoholic, then when you don't drink, you're going to think you're not an alcoholic. And then when you do drink again, you're going to think you are an alcoholic again. Now you're downhill again. But if you had no opinion about it, if you weren't divided, you'll be fine. And it's interesting, huh? Heaven is on earth, but it's in the mind. You have a clear mind, you have paradise. You have a dark mind. Oh, one last thing about the mind I realized this morning. When you fly in an airplane and before it go above the sky, it's like all you see is clouds, right? And then once it goes beyond the cloud, you see sky, right? That's what the mind does to us. When we get into the imagination, it clouds the light and we can't see the light. But when you rise above the imagination, you can see the light. It's like that. That's why you should stay out of the imagination. Stay out of thought. All right? Did that help a little bit? I hope it helps a little bit. Yeah, real fast.
Are we responsible for staying aware?
Partly. By these assignments I'm giving you. But after a while, you won't have to be responsible. Because once you're truly aware, there's no darkness anymore. You're just of the light. And that can be.
Damn.
So the assignment is...
The big ball of shit. No way.
I want you to continue to keep the mind where the body is. As much as possible. But I want you to start what is called self-comment. So let's say you're driving down the road and something tells you you left your, it makes you think about the past, or it tells you you left the lights on at home. Your first question should be, who just told me that? I didn't say that to myself. Who said that? You know, and when the feelings come with, because a feeling will come with the thought. Right after the thought is a feeling. That's not me feeling that way. I'm not accepting that anymore. I'm not accepting the good feeling or the bad feeling. Where did that come from? And you're going to notice it came from a thought, and the thought didn't come from you. And you look around the car, ain't nobody else in the car but you. Somebody said it. But you didn't make it up. You didn't say it. It was said up here. Everything starts with a thought. So this week, I want you to watch that for a week. It says, you know, I didn't say that.
We blew a bunch of money on picnic shit.
Well, I didn't say I was good. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't think about my enemy. What made me think about the past? Who brought that to my attention? It's not you doing it. So this week, do self-comment. Is that clear?
Damn.
Amazing. I am so out of time. Stay with the silent prayer. Become your own man, your own woman. You are as smart as me or anybody else in the world. It's common sense that comes from God. It really does, but you got to keep your eyes on yourself and stay with, no matter what happens, you stay with that. Do the silent prayer, www.silentprayer.video, and watch yourself. And if somebody can hurt your feelings or make you feel good, relax in it and know that it's not real. Don't accept it as a real. It's not real. It's an illusion.
Oh, look at this.
Feel
Like
good,
all
feel
that
bad,
shit on this
up
side
and down.
too.
You don't want to live that way. You don't want to continue to live that way. Now, most people love living that way. They love it. And they're not going to give it up. A few will. You want life, all right? Thank you for your tithes and offerings and support. If you need counseling, you call the office or go online, 800-411-BOND. But stay with the prayer. No matter what happens, stay with it. Stay with it. God is with you. No, the office will be closed Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. We will do a live show Thursday, right there. Okay, a live show Thursday, but a replay on Friday. We will do Bible Thought for Thursday, but a replay. We're doing shows live until Thursday, the last day Thursday.
All right. I'm gonna end
Happy
it.
Thanksgiving to you all out there, and
I'm gonna probably go.